All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So one thing that's been pretty cool that stood out so far through the 2 days of Jets OTAs is the fact that Zach Wilson has been impressing. Obviously, in day one, it wasn't open to the public or to the media or anything like that, so we don't really know how he did, but according to Robert Saleh, he said that he looked pretty good. And then in day two, obviously Aaron Rodgers sits out. Wilson stepped into the first team and went 9 for 10. And overall physically looked pretty good, putting a lot of velocity on the football. According to reporters, the ball was coming out nicely. And again, according to multiple reporters, the coaches were impressed, and so were some of the players. And it's just a good sign, right? Nobody's expecting Zach Wilson to actually play, have significant playing time this upcoming season. But one position that, I hate to say it, it's unfortunately the reality here, the one position that seems to get time every single season, at least for the past handful of seasons for this Jet squad, is QB2. It's backup, whether you want to talk about last year. I mean, think about all the QBs we used, the season before that, even when Sam Darnold was here for 3 seasons, missed time every year. So the Jets are 100% used to rolling out their backup quarterback. In some cases, that's helped the team win. In some cases, that's hurt the team and, ultimately led the team to numerous losses. But why it's important here is because Zach Wilson has now essentially been downgraded to the quarterback 2 position. And based off of what we heard last year, based off of what we seen last season, it doesn't really put a ton of confidence in fans. But I'll say this. With how Zach has approached this offseason, how he approached the Aaron Rodgers acquisition, again, from what we're hearing from coaches Saleh, Hackett, it's looking like Zach is not only just in a good place and he's, in Saleh's words, he's a sponge, he's soaking everything up, but it seems like the Jets feel 100% comfortable with him as the backup quarterback in the event that Rodgers does get hurt. I've talked to a couple fans. It's like, hey, Teddy Bridgewater's still out in the open market. Joe Flacco's still out on the open market. Let's bring one of these guys in just to be sure. We also still have Tim Boyle. I don't want to see Zach Wilson next season, and I understand that. But the counter argument is that I don't know if the Jets feel that way, because let's face it, if the Jets miss the playoffs, if there's tons of disappointment this season, if they get 5, 6, 7 wins, I could see Woody Johnson saying, you know what, I want to make a change. So with that said, I do think it says something about where Zach Wilson is in his overall development, how they feel about Wilson moving forward, because they're just up to this point. Granted, it's only May. We could see summer signings, whatever the case may be, but I mean, with available guys out there, with the first couple of waves of free agency done and over with, it seems like the Jets are completely fine, completely content with Zach Wilson being like the legitimate QB2. So we'll see how it plays out, but I will say that it's nothing but positive stuff. And I think right now as a Jet fan, that's really all we can really ask for. I don't think this would be a talking point if Wilson was A, struggling during these practices, B, not handling it well in meeting rooms. Maybe he starts becoming a headache off the field because he can't deal with what's going on. So I think there's a bunch of different ways this could have gone, but the fact that it is going in a positive direction is obviously a positive for the fans and the team. So anyway, quick little video here. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. For me, hey, I'm all for it, right? It doesn't matter that Zach Wilson isn't starting for me. I just want the best for him. I want the best for the team. And if he's doing well, that means the team is probably doing well too. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.